So I have nearly finished spinning all of this, and I'm just about getting the hang of it. No, it's a very messy and chaotic blend. I'm not sure if I can even really call it a blend at this point. It's just some parts of the yarn are entirely a tensile, and some parts are entirely the wool that hasn't mixed very well, which is entirely my fault, I'm sure. I have not, as I think I've already said, I've not researched blending in any way at all, and I don't even really have a proper blending board, so it was never going to be amazing, was it? I'm glad I've had a go. I've got no idea how it's going to turn out when I apply it. I'm going to do a 2-ply, I think. Yes, I am. I'm going to do a 2-ply with this, because I don't want to chain ply it. I think it will just start falling apart if I try and chain ply it. So, is this the last of it? This is the last of it. So I have been sort of pre-drafting, because I know that helps me, generally speaking. Hello, Neris. No, you can't come up, I'm spinning. Oh, I know. Not fair, is it? You can see, oh, you can't quite, because I'm not quite in camera. You can see how, the tensile is bunching. I should have split it up more, maybe used less of it, to be honest. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do some more research about blending. See if there's anything I can personally do to blend things better. I would love to get a drum carder and be able to blend things that way, but I don't really have the space and I cannot afford one at the moment, so that is a bit of a pipe dream. One day I will have one, because I'd love to be able to create my own blends. That'd be really fun. But I think on the whole it's turned out okay. We will see. Like I say, when I come to play it, we'll see what happens. At worst, it's going to be interesting. So I shall finish this off, and then I've got a load of work I really need to do, so I will come back and play it either later on today. It's Thursday, by the way. Yes, there is, I know. Either later on today or tomorrow. Oh, I'm being shouted at. She wants attention and I'm busy. I'll have to stop and give her some in a minute. Oh, here she comes. Don't climb up my back, Neris. No, don't. This is a bad idea. You don't like my spinning machine. You're being very silly. And now she stood on all the fibre. Absolutely ridiculous animal. No, you're going to hurt your nose. You're going to hurt your nose. Don't you dare. Yeah, you can sit there and watch. I am going to need that fibre that you're sat on now. Oh dear. Anybody else got a pet who insists on helping in the most inconvenient way possible? She is an expert at getting in the way. Right, I'm going to spin up the rest of this. Like I said, I will come back to it later to apply it. No. Here we go. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have got this all applied and I'm just winding it up onto here to get it ready to give it a bath. Let's have the spin. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about this yarn. Obviously it's very experimental and I'm glad I've had a go. I don't think it's terrible, but it is very inconsistent and at the moment it doesn't feel all that soft. It's a little bit ropey, but we will see what happens after I have soaked it and the spin is set. Sometimes that makes things fluff up a little bit. There are also a couple of places where I'm going to have to knot it and, no, cut it and then tie it back together just because I've messed up, basically. That's fine, it happens, it happens. So, yeah, I'm hoping some of this will be able to go in the Advent swap that I'm doing. I think I've mentioned before. Actually, I might not have done in these videos. I think I have on my podcast. I'm not going to say who it's with at the moment because I haven't asked if I can, basically. But I'm putting together a Advent of mini skeins, hand spun mini skeins, for someone doing a swap, Advent swap with. Excuse me. And then hopefully there'll be some left over. Well, there should be. And I will decide whether I think it's good enough to put up for sale or whether it's just going to go in my stash of slightly scrappy unspun stuff. We will see. In theory there's about 50 grams of this because I've combined two 25 gram two lots of 25 grams of fibre, but with the inconsistencies and the bits I'm going to have to cut out, I'll see how much I actually end up being left with. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to finish winding this up and then I will... Oh no, that's just split. That's not good. I'm going to have to retie that straight away. Finish winding this up and then I shall get it ready to soak. What am I doing? This way. I'm completely forgetting how to tie these knots. I'm not going to be too precious about it at this point in the proceedings. Just need it to hold together so I can keep winding. There we go. I guess I should finish winding this up. I'll show you what it looks like when I've got it tied and off this. And then the next time you see it, I'll have finished drying. Hopefully, I'll be happier with it. We shall see. Okay, here it is. Actually, now that I've got it like this, I'm not too, I'm much happier with it. I'm not thinking straight today. Yeah, the spin, the twist and the thickness are actually more consistent than I thought they were. There are a bunch of places where I've messed up. And so I will have to cut those out and re-knot it, but that's okay, not a big deal. See, the texture's a bit odd because there are places where there's more tensile than wool and places where there's more wool than tensile, but you know, that's quite fun actually. So yeah, I'm happier with it now that I've seen it like this. I will give it a bath and reskein it after it's had a bath and it's dried again, and then we'll see. I will let you know how it turns out. Cross your fingers. Hello again. It is Tuesday, the 1st of July. Apologies if I look a little dead around the eyes. Had a couple of bad nights sleep and it has been so hot here and my hay fever has been so bad that I've had absolutely no makeup on for days. Which I think always makes me look a little bit washed out and horrible, so sorry about that, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm back to tell you about this. I don't like it. Yeah, it was an experiment. I think I'm calling it a failed experiment. It looks quite interesting. You've got the sort of the fluffiness of where it's just wool, and then the shininess of the tencel coming through. So it looks quite fun, but it feels quite stiff, quite ropey. I wouldn't want to use it to crochet with, let's put it that way. So I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm definitely not putting it in the advent spot. I'm definitely not putting it up for sale. Those two things are not happening. I think I'm just going to leave it in the skein, wound up as it is at the moment. I haven't even measured it or anything yet because I don't know. I just don't care enough, basically. Oh, that's my phone, sorry. Yeah, so I'll take a bit off it to put in my journal that I've got set up. And I think I'm just going to put this away in my stash, and it'll probably get used for something at some point. But I don't know what. If you've got any ideas, let me know. It might work, I suppose, as that accent yarn. If I've got something that needs a bit of colour work or something like that, it could, because it'll look pretty, even if it doesn't feel nice. But yeah, a bit disappointed. But oh well, you live and learn. I have now done some more research. Well, some actual research, because I hadn't done any at all before, about blending. So the next time I decide to blend a couple of fibres together, hopefully it'll be more successful. This was very much on a whim, so there's no surprise really that it hasn't worked out very well. Yeah, I think possibly too high a concentration of tencel, and then it wasn't distributed very evenly at all. So yes, hopefully, I will try again at some point, and hopefully I will have better results at that point. Yeah, that's it. Hey, onwards and upwards. I'm currently spinning the... Hang on. What month am I in? I'm spinning the June instalment of the Magical Worlds Fibre. That's going really well so far, so hopefully I'll be able to show you that soon. At time of recording, I will be recording my next podcast episode tomorrow, so that'll be up soon for you as well. The podcast will probably be up before this actually, so hopefully you've already seen that. If not, it'll be on my channel for you to go and have a look at if you want to. Thank you for watching. Sorry this wasn't a more successful experiment, but hey, you've watched me learn something. If I do some more fibre blending, I will let you know. Alright, take care.